This God, He will take you from grass to riches. He will take you from the dungeon to the palace. This God, He can do all things. He will take you from nothing to something. Forever praise Him, forever praise.
Hello, how are you? Welcome to another program on Noble People Television. My name is Bani Abu. I brought to you another edition of Business Surgery. Hope you've been doing well in the business. This is the best time for you to check what you've done, how far you've gone, assess your business, and see what you need to do. Because when it comes to business, you need to know where you are. And there's a whole saying that if you don't know where you're going, know where you're coming from. Know where you're coming from in your business, how far you've gone, what you've done in the business, and you will be able to progress well. Share this program with your friends, with your family. Invite your friends, invite your family, and we will be glad, we will be happy for you to help us share this program with your friends, with your family, with people that in your groups. You might be in any group. Share it, and God will bless you richly. Today we're going to talk about business case. How do you do in business? The skills that you need for business. Let me just share. Invite your friends and family. Let me just share this. Invite your friends, invite your family. I'm just going to share it on my page and then help us to share it, because this is a program you don't want to miss. And if you, let's say you're driving, save it, share it, and if you share it, that will be the more reason why you'll be able to know where to find it. And today we're going to talk about business, the skills that you need for business, but not just all the skills that you need for business. If you want to succeed in business, there's one skill that you need. You can get admin skills. You can know, let's say if you're a TV presenter, you can know how to talk. If you own a restaurant, you know how to cook. But there's one skill that every business person should have, and which is sales. It's sales. You should be able to sell. If you cannot sell, then you will not make money. There is no two way about it. When you're doing business, you need to be able to sell something. Your product, your services, how are people going to know about it? You need to sell, you need to talk to people. If you don't have a sales skills, then you're not going to be able to make money. You can do referral, you can do other things, unless you employ someone who's got a skill background for them to do it for you. But without that, it will be really, really challenging for you to be able to do things. You need a business case. When you're running a business case, there are content that you need to put in there. Because if you want a business, I always tell you a business is a project. And you have to, for the project to run well, you have to look at it, you have to justify it. Because sometimes you come with project and you come with, sometimes, have you looked at time when someone is doing something in a business and you look at it, what the hell is this? Is it going to work? But if you assess it in-house before taking it out, it will be very beneficial. It will be very, very, very beneficial when you assess it in-house, and you see, do I have the right things? And when you're doing with your product, you need to find your customer. So it's selling. You cannot find a customer without selling to them, without inviting them. Like you say, oh, can I invite you to my restaurant? Or can you, I am an accountant, do you want to do business with me? That is selling as well. You need to add value. When you're doing business, you need to add value to your customer. How are you adding value to them? Are you making sales? Are you making sales? Are you doing the right thing? Are you making sales? How are you progressing in it? You need to find people to sell to. How are you going to find people to sell to? That means you have to have sales skills or sales background. You cannot be a business person without a sales background. So you need to have a sales background. You need to be able to, then with a sales background, how do you market it? How do you package your background? You know, I've got the skills, I can sell, but how do I package my message? How do I put things together? In which way do I want to do? Which channel do I want to use? Which channel I want to use? How am I going to tell people about what I do? Are you going to do online marketing? Are you going to do digital marketing? Because when it comes to online, you've got digital marketing. You've got even email is digital marketing because you do it online. Are you going to do email marketing? Are you going to do digital marketing? Are you going to do offline marketing? With all that, you have to sell to people, you have to talk to people, you have to connect with people. How are you going to add value into their life, into their business? Let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me. Let me just check because we need you. After the break, we're going to be able to invite you. If you want to comment on this, just let us know. Just let us know because in a short time we're going to be able to allow you to comment on this and let us know. Let us know if we can hear us before we proceed. Hold on. I just want to know if you can hear us. Give me a thumbs up. 1 minute, please. I see someone have answered for me that they can hear you. Eh? Okay. So you need to add value. How are you going to add value? How are you going to build? By adding value, you need to let them have interest in what you're doing. Because when it comes to business, it's not about you. Your service is about what you offer. How you can help the customer. That is adding value to the customer business. That is adding value to the individual itself. Because when it comes to business, you have business to business, business to customer. That is B2C, and B2B is business to business. You have business to government. Maybe you're supplying government, or you're working with the government in projects and other things. How are you going to add value? How are you going to make them interested in what you're doing? Because it's all about interest. We use this word to say people buy or people work with people they like. If they don't like you, they will not buy to you. That's exactly what it is about selling. You have to build that rapport. You have to build that rapport between you and the customer so that they get to like you. Have you been to places and people say, you've never met them, but the way you build the rapport, finding the interest, what is it that we have in common? Me and that other business person, what is it that we have in common? You need to find the point of interest, then you can build the rapport. You've been to places where they look at you and they're like, oh my God, it's like I've met you before. Wow, you're so good. You know what you do. You've been to places like that and they'll be able to let you know. And then you can pick up the vibe because business is all about vibration. When it comes to things, when we look at life and business, we put them together, it's the same. It's all about the vibration. What kind of vibe are you giving out? As a salesperson, you have to be someone who's open-minded. You have to analyze anyway, but you have to be open-minded to say, if it doesn't work, do I have an emerge strategy? Emerge strategy is like you have a plan A, like we call it a plan B. That's the emerge strategy. Maybe you have a first plan, but you think it's not going to work, so you're trying to mold it, make it in another way that it doesn't come out the first way you want, but at the end of the day, it gives you a result as equal to the initial one. You're not moving out of the original goal or the original plan. You want, when you're doing it, you need to be able to make sales. That's why I said in business, without a sales skill, you will not be able to do business. You need to be able to make sales. Business is all about profits. You need to make profit. How are you making profit? How are you selling to the people? Which way? Making an income. Build a sales team. Do you have a sales team? If you cannot sell, you can hire, as I said earlier, or you can hire someone who has a sales background. You need to do training. Train your staff. No matter what, whether we have different types of training these days. Train the staff, provide resources for your staff. Let them be up to date with information. Let them be up to date. Let them be up, sorry, just crossed my mind, that's all that. Let them be up to date with the regulations, with rules. Train them. If you have a problem and you don't know how, find out, find people. There's always someone who knows what you don't know. Make video, because sometimes you have to be like regular video. Make a video. Try to explain yourself, because you know it's fun when you look at video. Even me, when I present, there are times when I sit down when I'm not doing anything. I look at the previous video that I've done, and you look at things. Sometimes you laugh. Sometimes you think, okay, I can improve on this, or I can't do this, or this is what I'm going to do next time. Make a video. Be able to get a video. If you want something like that, you can contact us. We'll be able to help you. But with the business case, before you go any further, well, after you've got a team, you train them. You need to know in the business, what exactly have I justified my purpose in the business? Do I know what I'm selling to the people? You need to find options and recommendations. With anything you're doing, you need to know, if this one doesn't work, what are my options? What do I do next? What's my plan B? What's my emerge strategy? What are the options? What are the recommendations that we have to use? With business case, that's why mostly when you have in a business, there are certain roles you need to have. Do you have a business analyst? Do you have a project manager? You need to know. If you're a small business, you can subcontract some of these things. It's not all the things that you do. That's why in business we tell you, focus on what you know. Focus on the skills you have. If you can improve on the skills you have, it's really great. If you cannot improve on the skills you have, then find someone, hire someone. It's always good if you hire someone. You need to know whatever you're doing, what are the benefits, like the advantage and disadvantage. Anything that have benefit, you have a disadvantage. Anything you're doing, whether it's spending more money, whether it's recruiting more staff, whatever you're doing, it has an advantage and a disadvantage. You need to know why you're doing it. Why am I doing it? Why am I doing what exactly I'm doing? You need to know, why are you doing this? You need to find out with the business case, after you've got the benefit, the recommendation, the options and the recommendation, the time scale, how long is it going to happen? How much is it going to cost me? How much is this thing going to cost me? Is there a risk in what I'm doing? If you find out the time scale, is it going to be too long? Is it going to be too short? How much is it going to cost me? Is it something we can afford? Or is it something we can, sometimes when it's subcontract, it might be lesser than if you do it in-house. Is it something that you can subcontract? You check the risk. What is it? What are the benefits to your organization? with anything you do, you have to expect. Sometimes they say expectancy is really good. When you're expecting, I know mostly they say don't expect anything when in life, don't expect anything from anyone. But if you're doing business, you have to expect something from your customers. You need to find out what are the challenges, the solution, the cost, the benefit. How are you going to do it? There are other headings when it comes to business case. You need to know what are your scopes. Success criteria. With that, what you're doing, has someone done it before? If they haven't done it before, then it's like something new you were inventing. Then, or a new services you're giving. So with that, there's no benchmark. But if the success criteria, you look at the benchmark to see how is it going to be. And when you look at it, before going there with the benefits you need to see the time. Is it saving time? What benefit is it adding to your business? Whatever thing you're doing with the business, what benefit is it increasing transparency and accountability? Because sometimes, especially when it comes to let's say governmental organization, you think you don't know what exactly is going on around there. When it comes to small businesses, sometimes you might be working and you think, okay, I don't know what's going on around in my organization. If you have a boss, if you have a manager, you need to be transparent when it comes to things. That's why we have things like audit trail. You have to, is it increasing revenue? That's why you do projected revenue like cash flow. Or do you want to increase collaboration? Maybe you want to work with other organization. Do you want to increase collaboration? What are you doing? Why are you doing that? What's the purpose? Sometimes we make like event, like let's say, like we make an event. You see people doing events, you say with collaboration with that company, with collaboration with this. Even when it comes to bigger organization, they work with other companies. But as I normally tell you, you don't collaborate with your competitors. You collaborate with people that you share similar benefits. Are you improving risk management? Are you improving the workflow or the process in which you do things? Or are you reducing errors? You need to know all those things. When it comes to cost, you're going to think, do you need the software for it? Do you have data migration? Are you actually going to set up a fee? How are you going to do it? You need to know, you need to put everything in place. But then, with everything, when we talk in life, we always say, take a second look, take a second guess. That's exactly when it comes to business. Don't ever do things without taking a second guess. You do, with the business case, you take a first look, which is called a quick look. You get the content will be at a high level, obviously. Build a case, and then make it, after that, you pass it to the detail stage. The detail look is actually, you look at it, you look at the business scale, you agree on things, how are you going to end it, what are the phases, do you have phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, or is it just going to be one phase? How is it going to be? How is it going to be? Are you actually in the business case? After you've gone to the project, you've got the project cycle. Now in the project cycle, what update are you going to do? Because whatever you're doing in life, whether it's making a small pen, or actually you're selling, let's say clothes, garments, you're selling garments, there might be, when you're doing something, you might see, okay, there's a new trend, so I need to put something else there. I need to do this, I need to do that. You need to know and see. Is there new information that have come up that have made you to change your mind? How are you going to improve it? There's a stage which you say you do it. In this stage, what do you do? How do you do it? Will you improve on it? Is there any amendment you have to do on it? Then when you do it, on that stage is when you look at things and discover whether the benefit, have people got the benefit of it? Have the improvement been done? Is the benefit here on it? What do you do before you hand it over? But when it comes to business proposal, you have a project sponsor anyway. It will be you as the employer. It can be maybe government, it can be like in charities, it can be all the sponsors, NGOs, and all the things. So they need to know they own the project actually. It's just like if I'm given a project to run in Noble People. Let's say I'm training new presenters. The project doesn't belong to me, the project belongs to Noble People. So that's how it is. The project sponsor owns the business case. It has to come to an approval, and there's a stage where it should come to an end. They have a project manager, and they write the initial business case. They update the business case. You need to know regular updates. You need to be familiar with laws and the regulations. You need to see who are the users. Are they benefiting? Because when it comes to business, let's say if I went to like the accounting, I want to have let's say in accounting, right? I want to add like new services, let's say like self-assessment. Who is going to benefit? Is my client going to benefit? Yes, if I was just doing like corporate accounting only, I'm doing like business registration, accounting submission, but then when they want to do self-assessment and tax return, they have to go to someone else. Then if I bring in self-assessment, that means my clients are benefiting. They don't need to go to a tax advisor, a different tax advisor to get that done. So you need to check at that point who is benefiting and who is benefiting from who. If you have, let me just check the message here. Let me just check our online viewers and see. You need to see all these things. You need to calculate how is it going to be. Do I need a software, one who are going to input? I normally say in business you need to know who is responsible, who is accountable. Because sometimes people might be doing things, they're not responsible and they're not accountable. Sometimes someone will be responsible for something, but they're not accountable. If they ask, they cannot say, how many employees do you need to work on it? How many people? What's the performance rate? You need to check on their performance. You see in business, oh good. You see in business, it's like if you handle your business like a football club. Let's look at a football club. If the football club is not performing well, they change the manager. They don't change the whole team. They change the manager, not the whole team. That's the same thing in business. If you are not performing the right way, check the management. Check how it is. Check how it goes. You always check and see how you're going to do. What's the performance level? What's the performance rate? Do I need to send people on training? Because it's not all business is a sole trader. You have companies. Sometimes you look at things and you say SME. SME doesn't mean sole trading. It doesn't mean that you are a sole trader. And even with sole traders, I was laughing one day, someone was saying, it sounds funny, but it's ridiculous. Because the person said, oh, I'm talking to myself because I'm making a meeting in my head because I'm a sole trader. It doesn't mean because you're a sole trader means you're one man. No. A sole trader can have a group of person working for them. It's just the legal registration of the business is registered as a sole trader. That means they're not registered as a limited company, limited by shares. So doesn't mean, let me use this time to rectify or clarify that point. It doesn't mean if someone is a sole trader means they sell solely. It would have been a way they described in earlier stage and it cannot be amended. But doesn't mean if you're a sole trader, means you work by yourself. I've met people who are self-employed, who actually, they're self-employed, but they work in a bigger organization. Nowadays, some organization, like bigger organization, when it comes to financial organization, there are certain rules they make you have to be self-employed. You know why? Because they don't want to take the tax liabilities. So they'll make you do certain rule, because if you're getting 60,000, 30,000 a month, why will they want to pay employers NI on £30,000 a month? So to save them all this liability, they will make you to work as self-employed. Being self-employed does not mean you're working by yourself. It doesn't mean you're a lone worker. So sometimes when people make those things, they don't check it and say, oh, I'm having a meeting in my head because I'm self-employed, I'm a sole trader. It doesn't mean that way. There are lots of other benefits you can get when you, even if you're self-employed. So you need to check, are the people, the users, have we provided the expected benefit for them? Basically, what we expect them to have we provided it? It's not what they expect, because sometimes people can expect services, but that wasn't your initial plan. Have you provided the right thing, the expected benefit? Let me just see who's watching here. Let me see who and who we've got here. Oh no, minute, sorry about this. I'm just checking. I'm using a different device, so it's not, and I hope it's not gonna come out. No, it's not getting the way I want it. However, okay. But if you're listening to us, please share this program, share it, and just share it to your friends, to your family. Let us know what you think about this. And if you have any question, send this to us and let us be able to answer your question. Because when it comes to business, you have to work with other organization. You have to work as a business person, whether you're a sole trader, whether you are in partnership, whether you're a limited company, whether you're a community interest business. You will need other people's services. That's what we call B2B. You will need other businesses. You might, let's say, as an accountant, I will need a designer. I will need number of people to put me on the magazine and to say, oh, this is what this lady does. That's the kind of thing. You will need people. You will need people. We work with people. Sometimes I look at things and I smile, and you look at things and you say, how can I do? With business, it's a process. It's not a one day thing. Don't think, people think, oh, have you failed in business? No. It's a process, it's a learning curve. You spend so much time on research, you have to research. You do something, do it right, improve. Even if you know you're doing it right, perfect, 100%, which within yourself, you look at it and you think, oh, this is exactly how we want to do. Improve on it, work more on it. Work on it and try your best so that it doesn't just stay that way. Okay, 29 minutes. Now we're just trying to check how long I've kept it. I don't want to keep it long. See, what can I do? How can I do to make it better? How can you do it? What are you looking forward to? Improve on whatever you're doing in life. I'm trying to see. I just want to greet people, but okay. Improve on it and see how you can get it better. Work on it, find out, see how you can add value, even to yourself. Add value to yourself. Watch videos, read ebooks, listen to audios, listen to webinars. See what you can do. How you're going to go on seminar, attend seminar. Because when it comes to selling, you have to network with other people. You have to network with other people. I was talking to someone, a lovely lady, and I was telling her, oh, you need to support me in doing this. And she said, you know what? I know I need to support you, but you need to go out more. You need to come and meet people like us. You need to work with people like us. You need people, right? We all need people. We need someone one way or the other. That's why in business, people can come. Sometimes you might say, there's nothing like a bad business. No, never look like to say, okay, that was a bad business, that one didn't work well, this one worked this way. There's always something for you to learn from that person. Always there's something for you to learn. See, what should I learn? Have I learned the lesson? Have I got the experience? What do I need to improve on? How did it work? Everything you meet, every customer you meet, it's time for you to grow. To see, how did I handle it? Did I handle it well? Don't forget, the business is yours. You are the face of your business. Whether you're a manager, whether you're an accountant, whether you're the studio manager, like I've got my lovely studio manager over there, whether you're the studio manager, whatever you are the face of that business. When you go out, you represent that business. When you go out, you represent that brand. You're the brand. So always comport yourself in a way that You know you've learned something out of that deal you've gone through. You've learned something out of that networking you've gone through. Network, meet other people. Share your idea. Don't be shy to share what you do. Sometimes you might look at your business and think, oh, am I doing things right? Or my business is just a small business. Do I need to tell this person that I've got a multi-dollar or multi-pound business about what I do? Yes. Speak to everyone. You don't know who is going to be your customer. You don't know who is going to refer you, because when it comes to business, you need to have, like I say, on a business case content, you need to be updating. You will get like referrals. People can refer you. The best way for you to get more customers is referral. Basically, if you can get a referral, that means you've done a very good job. Try and do things right. It's not always going to be easy when it comes to business. There's never the same day. No 2 days are the same in business. Every day is a different day. It's just the mindset. How do I make up my mind to say that yesterday is not going to disturb my today, today is not going to disturb my tomorrow? It's just all about the mindset. All about the mindset. Make up your mind. Make up your mind. Mindset alone cannot get you the $1 million. Mindset alone cannot get you the £1,000 you want in your business. Let's say £5,000, £1,000, £2,000. Because when you're doing business, you've got this catchphrase, it's all about profits. It's all about profit. Whether it's a charity, it's for you to bring in, to make changes in someone's life. That is profiting. If you, let's say in the charity organization, mostly I'll use like a disabled organization. I work with disabled people. If you are actually working with disabled people and then you've changed someone's life, you've profited, you've improved that person's life. It's a profit to you. It's a profit to your business. They can give a recommendation about your business. And that's what you're looking at. You need to get a good reputation. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes people can give bad feedback. If you get bad feedback, work on it. Work on it. Look at things and you say, okay, I've got it wrong this time. How can I make it better? Always look to make your business better. Always start thinking, how can I improve my business? How can I improve other people's life? What can I do to make your own life better? What can I do to make other businesses better? Do you have anything to say? Let's check. If you have anything, comment. Let me hear from you what you think. Let me hear from you what you think about it. How are you going to, and tell me how are you going to, from today, what is your ambition to make other people's life better? What is your ambition to improve life, improve society? How are you going to make the change? Change starts with you. How are you going to make the change? Yeah, I'm waiting. That's why I pause. How are you going to make the change in society? How is your business going to make a change in another business? How are you going to do it? Get a skill and sales skills. Talk to people. Tell people about your business. Tell people about what you do. And the best person to tell people about what you do is yourself. Tell people about what you do. How are you doing it? What you doing to change lives? What you doing to improve life? What you doing to, maybe you're into recruitment. That means you're adding staff to that business. How are you getting the right staff? You can tell them, oh, I have the skill to find the right staff with the right talent. Because it's not like adding new staff. You don't want to waste time and money. When it comes to business, one thing you don't want to waste is time. You can waste financial resources, but don't waste time, because you will never get that time back. You cannot say, okay, in 2017, this happened, so I reverse it, collect some days. No, you will never get those time back. Anything you're doing, make sure you do it with a good heart, with a clean hands. Basically, do your best, work hard. It's your business. Work hard and let them see. Let people see the passion in you. The only way people can buy and work with you is when they see you're passionate. Even when it comes to pitching your business, when you go and pitch and talk to customer, pitching is same like sales as well. That part of sales skill. When you're pitching your business, you're telling people what you do. Can you explain what you do in 5 minutes? The whole business. I can explain my whole business in 5 minutes. no matter who I'm speaking to. Whether I'm speaking to a child, whether I met a lovely little boy. A lovely little boy made me laugh this Sunday. He asked me, he said, God, I've got lots of money because we give. Yeah. But whether I'm explaining it to a 5-year-old, yeah, a little boy, or the boy made me laugh, trust me. Whether I'm going to explain it to a 5-year-old for them to understand what's going on, or whether I'm explaining it to a 30-year-old, whether I'm explaining it to a 70-year-old person, I still remember the question the boy asked me. It's just 5 years old, but I had to explain to him. But that's the same thing. When you're explaining a business, be able to explain your business in 5 minutes. People don't want the long story. Tell them what to do, how you do it, how you're going to help them, how you're going to improve how your service is going to improve their own services, or how you can make a difference in their own business. So you need to let them know. Talk to people. Tell people about your business. Don't be shy. Tell people as much people. Don't take no's. Because someone tell you no, then you just forget about it, and then you just say, okay, that's fine. They say no. Talk to more people. Talk to more people. There is a saying, if you talk to 10 people, you get 1 yes. And the more you begin, when it comes to sales, I know people say, oh, because you've been selling, you've been like into network marketing before you do accounting and all this thing. No, you know why I can speak confidently, no matter in any platform. You know why? Because you keep doing it, you practice. And every time you talk to anyone about your business, you practice in your sales speech. Every time you tell someone about what you do, you find out after you talk to the person, your subconscious mind will tell you, oh, did I do it right? But you know the best way for you to know you've done it right, for the person to say yes. Then that's, whether it's going to be through grace, pray for you to get the anointing of grace in your business. Whether it's going to be through grace that the person accepts, maybe you didn't sell it right, but the person, through the grace of God, the person just say, okay. So whether it's going to be through grace or whatever way it's going to be, just make sure you do it over and over and over. Speak to as much people about your business. Show them, showcase. The best way to showcase your business, after you plan, you've done your business case, you've done your project plan, your project proposal, after you've done all these things, right? If you have samples, let's say if I'm selling clothes, I will show you what I've done. I will show you the clothes that I've done, the people I'll show you basically samples. Show people samples. If you're selling books, show them samples. If you've got a magazine like us here at Novo, we have a magazine. Sometimes we go to occasion, we show them our magazine to say, oh, this is what we do, and this is what we've done. So it helped to build that confidence for them to know that, okay, in as much as this person might not be a big business, or they are a big business, maybe they're small or they're medium, but they've done 1, 2, 3. Or they've done this. Do things. If you can offer your services, sometimes we look at, banks. It's so funny. When it comes to things like credit card, they give you an introductory offer. And then sometimes people tell you, if you know your worth, you will not give discount. You still know your worth. I can still know my worth, and I give you discount. You know why? Not because I know I'm going to lose, because I know I'll profit in another way. You still know your worth, you still know your value. Banks do that every day. Do you think Barclays doesn't know their worth? Do you think Santander doesn't know their worth? They do. But they give you something they call introductory offer. You know why they give you those offers? It's to cajole you, to convince you to do more. And after that, they start giving you other things added. We'll call it value added. They start giving you other things adding to the services. That's where they make the money. It's not the initial sales. The initial sales is to get you, to woo you into getting the business. To woo you into actually doing business with them. You can do initial offer. You can do something, you can sell something, let's say, you can say lunch. Sometimes you see even McDonald's do it. They tell you, meal of the day, this kind of thing. Because they know when you go in, you're going to buy another things. You might buy ice cream added to it. You might buy a drink added to it. They give you things which is like introductory offer. Start doing introductory offers in things that you do. Show the person so that you get them into getting their first step in doing business with you. Then after you've done the first thing, let's say if I'm doing accounting now, I'll register the company for the person. And then they say, oh, that was quick. It just took a day. Wow. Joseph registered a business and it took 4 days. You did it for me in 1 day. Wow, that's good. That person will build that trust, that rapport, will build that trust in the business. Business is all about rapport. Business is all about trust. We'll build that trust. And now that we build the trust in the business, I can offer the person to say, oh, I can do your accounting for you for £600. And you look at it and you're like, wow. But because you're confident in what I'm doing, you will be able to give it to me. But if I don't know, you don't know me from anywhere, I just tell you, oh, I can do your accounting for £600. In fact, maybe for £1,000. You look at me like, do I know her? No. Do I know how she works? No. It might be a little bit difficult for you to do business with me, for you to build that trust. But if you can get the initial offer, get them to get in the little things, offer them the little things that they can get, just for them to do business with you. And after that, you can see how you can make more money. Sometimes you don't even make more money with them. I'll give you an example. There was someone I did something for, and I asked her, can you give me a referral? Never be shy to ask for a referral. Always ask for a referral. And when people refer you, they can even do it better than you, because they're going to tell you, oh, I've got this great accountant. She's called Benedetta Boo, and she lives in London, and she can do your self-assessment for you. She can submit your account for you. How are you? Would you like to use her? Because that person actually know the friend. I don't need to wait. By the time they come to me, I speak to them. I don't need to convince them to do business with me, because already someone have recommended her. Already that person have told them that I've done a good job for her. They're actually going to be pleased to do it. All what they're looking at to say, oh yes, I want to do business with you. How much is it? When am I going to pay you? When am I going to deposit? How is it? That's the sweetest way to do business. Get referral. Do nice job. Do all your best. If you didn't do your best, don't worry. It's not the end of the world. Don't shed tears over it to say, oh, I didn't get it right. You start beating yourself. I'm not good. No, never think you're not good enough. Keep doing it. Keep persisting in it. Keep doing it. Work on it, and you improve. You'll see the difference between what you did last year and what you did today. So that's why you have to keep doing it. Keep doing business. Keep doing what you're supposed to do, and God will help you. And when it comes to business, with anything, you need God. Don't forget God when you're doing it. Add God to the business. Add God as one of the partners, and you will work well. So those are the things you need to do when you're doing business. Always make sure you do things right. Ask for referral. Get a business case. Make sure you get a business case. Get a business proposal. If you don't know how to do it, find out. And you need to learn how to sell. You cannot do business without sales skill. You can get administrative skill. There are things they teach you in school, but you don't get sales skills taught in school. I studied business management, but there's nothing about sales in it. You can get marketing, they teach you things like digital marketing, global marketing, but no one teach you how to pitch. No one teach you how to sell. You can do business case, project proposal, project management, law, business law, company law, contract law, employment law. However, they will not teach you how to sell. And you cannot do business without selling. So you look at it like, oh, I've gone to study up to maybe master's level, but I haven't done this. I have done maybe BA, but I haven't done this. So when it comes to things like that, you need to know, learn how to sell. You can never do business without selling. Learn how to sell. Or if you don't know how to sell, seek wisdom. Wisdom is the principal thing. Seek wisdom. Find out. Wisdom, that's why it's a wisdom and knowledge. That's knowledge. If you've gone to study it, that's knowledge. Seek wisdom. Find out. Ask God to give you wisdom. If you don't know how to do something, find wisdom, seek wisdom, ask God. God, show me how to do things. Because sometimes you might just need just small thing, that grace, for you to be able to do things. Ask God, seek wisdom, find out how you're going to do it. Find out how it's going to be possible. If you don't know how to do it, talk to people. Be able to meet other people. Because sometimes we're so into our own self, we're so into our own closet. We become so big-headed when we're doing business. And you think, okay, you started getting 1, 2, 3 customer. You don't need a mentor. You don't need an advisor. You don't need people you talk to. Speak to people. Get a mentor. Get a coach. Doesn't mean because you own a business means you cannot speak to people about your business. Speak to people about your business. Let them give you advice. Let them show you what to do. You always need people. There are certain people you need in life, right? You always need people to pray for you. You always need people to direct you, not because you're stupid, not because you don't know what you're doing, but just to tell you, don't do it ABC. You've got all your points, you know everything, you've got the skills, you've got the qualification, you've got the training. But speak to people. For me, even at this stage, I still speak to people. I still call mentors, I still call people and say, oh, how can I do this? Did I do it right? How will I improve it? Doesn't mean I'm stupid, but it meant that I want to improve on what I have done. There's no one that cannot improve on themselves. You can improve on yourself. Don't think, okay, I can do this by myself. We all think that way, but that will not be a great business for you. Improve, see how you can improve life, because get feedback. Get feedback from your customers once in a while, maybe every 6 months. Ask them, what service do you want me to add? How can I improve my services? What I'm offering you, do you want more? Because sometimes people want more, but they don't know what to say. Sometimes people are looking for things that you can offer, but because you never ask them, they're not going to tell you anything. Don't say because this person only came with one, they've come to buy one clothes, so I'm just going to sit down. Maybe you sell shoes, you sell necklace. Tell them, oh, this necklace will go with that dress. Don't worry, I don't have any on me. It doesn't matter. Tell them this necklace will go on well with that dress. This shoe will match that dress that you're wearing. Show them. If you have a restaurant, show them that, okay, if you eat, these days we'll deal with healthy stuff. These days we'll consider healthy, being healthy. I'm trying to be healthy now. You see, right now for the summer, I have become healthy. Don't worry, I'm looking for a dietitian to show me what to eat so that I can slim and get the summer body, But as of now, forget that one. We're talking about business. We're not talking about food and hygiene here. Forget that one, ma. So let's be able to see how, let's say you have a restaurant. You might show them that, oh, you can add salad to these chips. You can add salad to that fish that you're eating. You can add plantain because it's called. You need to know the food value. That's why with anything you do, you need to know your stuff. Product knowledge. Anything you're doing, whether you're selling food, whether you're selling makeup, whether you're selling health and beauty product, whether we're doing media, we cannot just tell you, oh, let's say normally when we invite people to our program, we tell them we have our magazine, we do red carpet. If you want photo shoot, you can come here. We've got a lovely studio here. You can come here, get a photo shoot. If you want us to put you in our magazine, we can get you beautiful pictures. Even if you want to get your website, contact us. We will be able to help you with a lot of things. What do you need help on? So now I'm going to use this opportunity on business surgery. Send us what you need help on. Write it down under this page, and the studio manager will look at it and be able to see what we can do to make you enjoy our program more, what we can do, offer you in your own business. Maybe you want someone to give you a tagline. I tell you here, we've got different professions, different personalities, people with different ideas. contact us on Noble People Television. We're right at the heart of London, not too far from everywhere. So contact us on Noble People Television. We will be able to invite you. If you want to come on our program, this is Business Surgery. Starting from next week, we'll be having guests. So if you want to be our guest in Noble People Television on Business Surgery, just contact. There's a number written underneath the screen. The number is right there. Contact us, and if it's not there, the studio manager is going to put the number for you to contact Noble People Television. You can send us a message, let us know. You can just write under this post whatever you think. Don't be naughty. Just don't be naughty, right? Because we're here to help you. We're here to give you the best service that your business needs, the best service that you can get. Come to our studio. You will know that you're in the right place at the right time, because we'll give you all the best you want in a media company. We've got everything you want. We can offer you everything, from red carpet to talk show, whatever you want. You can be our guest. We're more than welcome. Maybe you're thinking, oh, I don't do business, so why should I be the guest? We have religious program. We've got community program. We've got even love show. So if you want to talk about your love show, that one, contact Mr. Noble. So contact. We've got elderly talk. That one, I'm not sure. I'm still waiting for my interpreter. But I'll learn, no worry now. You see, I was telling you people to get knowledge and wisdom. I will speak to God to give me the grace, to give me the anointing of wisdom, the anointing of grace to understand that language. So you want your program, whether you want your program in Yoruba, in English, in whatever language, you can come. Or maybe you want to be a presenter, contact us on Noble People Television. Anything you're looking for under a media company, we've got it right here for you at Noble People Television. So, thank you very much for watching Noble People Television. My name is Bani Abu. We're going to say goodbye to you. If you have any questions, send your question. We'll look at it and we're going to look at it, and on the next episode we'll get back to you. If you want me to invite you to be my guest, contact me. We're more than welcome. We're more than willing to have you here as a guest. Maybe you want to share your expertise. Maybe you want to showcase what you do, your business, your product, your services. Contact us on Noble People Television. This is another program and another session of Business Surgery. Next week, starting from next Tuesday, we're going to have guests. Stay tuned. Share this video with your friends, with your family, anyone that you think will need it. Sometimes you might think people don't need it because you think, oh, in my family we are all professionals, so we don't do business. Even nurses, they do business because sometimes they want to be self-employed. So that's the thing. So share it. Don't be shy. Don't be shy and don't be greedy to share our program. Please share this program with your friends and your family. Don't be shy. Don't be greedy. Sharing is caring. Share this program. We love you. God bless you. And we'll see you next week. Thank you and God bless you. Goodbye.
Pilgrims, the masters at Holy Land Pilgrimage. We are at it again. Jerusalem Pilgrimage. Are you a Christian? Do you love Jesus? Would you like to experience firsthand what our Lord passed through for us? Join Holy Trinity Family Pilgrims this year and witness the glory of God. Visit River Jordan, Mount Carmel, the Sea of Galilee, Nazareth, the birthplace of Jesus, Jericho, Gethsemane Garden, Bethlehem of Judea, the burial place of Jesus Christ, and many more of the historic places you have been hearing about in the Holy Bible. This pilgrimage is bound to enhance your understanding of the Holy Bible and bring you closer to God. As part of your experiences, you will climb the Mount of Beatitude, get baptized in River Jordan, visit the home of Mary and Joseph, Jesus' earthly parents, swim or float on the Dead Sea, present your prayer request directly to God at the Wailing Wall. In short, you will follow the footsteps of our Lord Jesus as he lived in those days. At Holy Trinity Family Pilgrims, your physical and spiritual comfort are our priority. Listen to someone who has experienced us.
really enjoyed today. We moved around, we saw what they do, the culture and everything. And that brings the better understanding of the Bible and even the man, our Lord Jesus Christ, to us. So we are more delighted and more happier today, and the knowledge that we get today is incomparable.
Holy Trinity Family Pilgrims based in London will take care of your transportation, accommodation, guidance and tourism needs. We have been doing it and we will continue to do it. Spaces are limited, so you need to register now. Our prices are affordable. For more information, contact us at Holy Trinity Family Pilgrims, Albert Basin, Royal South Docklands, London E16 2QY, or call Pastor Elijah Kumuyi on 079 846 348 98, or Captain Mother Hassan on 078 721 37953. Our spiritual journey awaits you.